is up, everybody? Welcome to High School Never Ends, a Pop Punk Dad podcast. I am Wingman Steve.
And I'm Chris183, and welcome back one more time to March. And that's right, it is March Madness once again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been paying attention, we've been doing something we've called March Madness, where we've been taking a theme and putting it into a March Madness style bracket format. And today we're going to do the same thing, Steve. We are going to April Madness.
A little bit of April Madness.
Tomato. Either way, we're going to do, we got to know, you got to have consistency. You know, sometimes March can spill over a little bit into April, and that's okay.
It'll definitely be titled March Madness, but just to keep us grounded in reality, you know, it's a little bit of April Madness spillover. We had too many good ideas to squeeze into one little March.
Doesn't matter. You know what matters, though? This is exciting, what we're doing today, because we're doing something that is a first for March Madness, Steve. We have never done something this big. We are expanding the pool to 64, but I haven't even told you what it is we're doing yet. Do you want to tell them?
They know because they clicked the episode. But yeah, I mean, this is totally new. Usually we wait until May to talk anything about movies, but Chris put together this bracket, this mega bracket of 64 different movies, and we'll ask him if he had any prompts or have figured out how to put this together. I'm curious because there's so many of them and I don't even know all of them. But when we do anything movie related, we have to have a movie expert, someone whose first name is the word movie. And of course we have to welcome back Movie Steve.
Hello. What's up, guys?
How are you? How many movies have you seen since we last spoke to you?
Many, but probably not as much as Chris183. He's kind of beating me these days.
Is your last name Steve?
Yes, so my name is Steve.
Movie Steve.
Movie Steve.
Correct.
Do you guys have like Letterboxd accounts where you compare them and share them and like review?
I don't. I just keep it in my head.
I do. I only started Letterboxd this year to just keep track of the things that I've seen so I don't forget. We don't compare anything.
Gotcha. I have a little note in my phone that says it's titled Watch. So then when something comes out, I write down if I see a trailer, if I want to watch it, and then potentially what channel it's or what streamer it's on. So that can be movies and or TV.
I don't pick and choose, Wingman Steve. We are obligated for the most part to see a movie every week based on the list that's already set before the beginning of the year. Gotcha. Now life does get in the way, and sometimes we can't make it. Each and every one of the three of us that do this can attest to that, but we try and stick to it as best we can.
Yes.
That is admirable. And also admirable, just want to say a quick thank you and shout out to our patrons, Jeff, Tom, Ashley, Jason, Sam, Chris W., Nick, Steve C., Punkish Dad's friend, Punk Rock Mom, and Jeff. And Chris, how did we put together this movie bracket? Tell me, because there are a lot of movies on here, 64 total.
Yeah, so we went with the same format that we've been doing for the month, and we wanted to depend on our good friend AI to spit out what it is that we ended up with. But the prompt itself that I used was fairly simple. The first thing I did was, hey, let's do the same thing. So give me 32 movies that somehow, some way tie into pop punk music. And then it spit out 32. It actually congratulated me and said, that's a great thing that you want us to look up, and we're going to do that for you. And so it did. And then I looked at the list. I'm like, you know what? Okay. So I'm going to have you
double it, AI.
No, not yet. I'm going to have you bracket these up for me. I was like, but bracket these up, but make sure that you have some kind of reason behind why you're doing it. And I didn't give it any more than that. And it said, that's a great query. It also complimented me again for it, and it put them together. But then, as you already kind of spilled the beans, I said, now double that up and give me 64. And it certainly did. And it certainly gave us some really interesting choices. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, and I don't think we're going to read through the whole list before we get into it, but it kind of seems like there are, it's like classic comedies, there's 80s comedies, there's more irreverent, maybe even kind of Disney throwbacks. It's not a whole lot of drama in here, maybe a little bit. Then there's one portion of this bracket where I don't even know how many of these I've seen, so I might just pick out of a hat when it comes to my thing.
Oh, what I forgot to say is I didn't notate 80s, 90s, and 2000s only.
Gotcha.
So that was a piece of it too. I don't have it in front of me because I don't have it. It disappeared, so I can never get these back.
They do save your questions.
It's blank. I can't get it.
Maybe you weren't logged in when you asked the question.
I was, because I
email
get
address.
unlimited questions when I'm logged in.
I don't know. That is a conundrum.
I know that the AI congratulates you, but you should congratulate it because the way it bracketed it out, there's some tough choices here, especially the way it's like they kept kind of similar genres or similar like feels like and like yeah, it's definitely like they did it like you would for a different. Each had its own little division. So there's like kind of like raunchy comedies and kind of like dramatic comedies and then sort of like something that's a little bit more like esports related and it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I wanted to get your initial opinion when you saw it, but it sounds like that was it. So here's the other thing too, and I'll throw this in here. I can guarantee you that none of us, any one of the three of us, have not seen every single movie that we're going to be talking about here. So there's going to be some gaps in knowledge. We obviously did a little bit more due diligence by looking some of these up.
You said that you watched every one of these movies yesterday.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about you and anybody else that might be listening to the show.
Okay.
Listen, so I think you want to keep that in mind, but I think this is going to be really fun for those of you out there that are listening along. And if you want to see the bracket, we'll provide that to you. But I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that saw these movies, the movies maybe that Movie Steve and Wingman Steve have not seen. So I'll be really curious to see how your bracket goes versus how our bracket goes based on the decisions we make. So.
And Movie Steve, you understand how these bracket challenges work. I don't know if you've heard ours, but I'm sure you've done a bracket. We'll each vote, so it'll be a 2-1. Chris, are we considering the depth of this bracket? Do we still want to have vetoes, or we want to just let it be the raw data?
Oh, you got to give us one veto, each one, and I think that it's even more important with as deep of a poll. So. I was even thinking one veto is not enough, but we're going to go with one. Let's go with one veto apiece. Once you use it, it's gone.
All right. Anything else before we get into it? We got a lot ahead of us.
Well, Movie Steve, I want to make sure you understand that. So if you're outvoted 2-1 or whatever, and you don't agree with that and you want something to move forward, you can veto it so that your one vote ends up being the movie goes through, basically.
So I don't have to plead my case. I just it's let it be and that's it.
Yeah, correct.
So if it stings, you just got to let it sting and move on, or you use your veto, or if your veto is used, then you have no control.
The other rule, guys, and everybody out there, is we'll keep it consistent. You cannot use a veto past round 2. So we're going to make a choice. You're going to make another choice, and then vetoes are done.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's get into this top left portion of the bracket. I guess we'll just announce each matchup one by one. Does that sound good?
That's what we're gonna do.
Chris, you want to kick us off? You put this together for us.
Yes, sir. So the only problem is that it's really hard to see, but I will do my very best. Okay. These words are very small, and I'll tell you what else is and this is no fault to you, but you did abbreviate some of these, so I might need some help because I can't really remember the entire pool of movies. So
all right,
I'll probably be able to get most of them. But
I'm going to zoom in to help you. Hopefully that should be a little better.
That's perfect. All right. Here's the first matchup, and this first movie we actually talked about on this show. So in the first bracket or the first matchup, we have SLC Punk versus Suburbia.
What's Suburbia?
So, Suburbia
Anybody?
versus
Suburbia.
SLC Punk. Movie Steve, why don't you get things started?
Uh, oh, you want me to pick which one I liked of the two?
Yeah, so basically, if the concept here is that you be the judge of how you move these forward, whether it be you think it's a better movie or you enjoyed it more.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know my
That's up
strategy?
to you. That's
Do you
up
want to
to
know
you.
what my strategy is, or should I just pick one?
That's you. You can disclose
So,
that if you'd like.
so my strategy was this: I have a finite amount of time as a parent, and as you know, because we're all old. And I said to myself, if I have 2.5 hours and I can only pick one of these two movies to fill that time, which movie am I going to watch? That was how I broke it down. That was what I did. So
That's you mean for all of them.
for all of them.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Suburbia, which I saw when I was like probably when it first came out. I remember I rented it with Giovanni Ribisi. It's based off a stage play, I think. But SLC Punk definitely is better than that movie. That's my vote.
All right, Wingman Steve.
Yeah, I have never seen Suburbia, and I love SLC Punk, so the easy vote for me, SLC Punk moves on.
And I'm not going to use my veto, but I probably would go SLC Punk too. I've never seen Suburbia, but I will say that even though I've already seen these movies all last night, I'm going to rewatch them all one by one after the show.
It's going to take some time. 64 times average running time, 90 minutes. I'm no mathematician here, but that's a lot.
Yeah, I'll just take a week off.
He's gonna watch them all simultaneously with all 64 screens going at the same time.
I like that. That's the best way to absorb material.
All right, here's this one. This next one's interesting. I really am excited about this one. When I saw it, I wanted to say it. So here we go. It's Detroit Rock City versus Empire Records. So this time, Wingman Steve, you start things off.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with Detroit Rock City, but I don't know if there are many movies that I would vote ahead of Empire Records. To me, it is a classic in that genre, classic, music movie, and I'm definitely voting for Empire Records.
Yeah, and we talked about that on this show. But movie Steve, did you see Detroit Rock City? I don't remember if I saw it.
I saw it on like cable, and I think I caught it in the middle. That's the one with Edward Furlong where they're trying to get to the Kiss concert, and the mom rips up the tickets. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, I think I saw it.
And it's like the one dude who was like the stoner guy and like Can't Hardly Wait and a bunch of other stuff. And the dude's a blonde dude. I can't remember what he's in. It's the three of them. And it's like it takes place in the 70s.
Yeah, I do. I remember that now. So what do you think?
Oh, I mean Empire all the way.
I think
You're right.
I might put money on Steve never voting against Empire Records. I could be wrong, but that would be my guess.
It's
There's a
Empire
tough
Records.
choice.
It's
There's a
Empire
tough
Records. It's Empire Records.
All right, Empire Records moves on. I'll take over.
I don't like the
here.
Kiss song either, by the way. Detroit Rock City, I'm not a fan of that either. So, no I'm not a Kiss guy.
Everybody loves Renee Zellweger singing on a roof, though. Sugar High.
All right. Now, this one is I think this one's challenging in a lot of ways because there's a lot to be said about both of these movies. So it's Waiting versus Clerks. There's the growl. I don't know what to do here. I think this is too difficult. Movie Steve, kick this one off, please.
Well, I mean, Waiting is a raunchy comedy about a bunch of people that work in a restaurant, and it's big laughs and big, silly, set pieces. And then Clerks is like a scaled down version of that, where it's more dialogue driven in black and white, and it's definitely two different eras because like you've got like Waiting's definitely sort of millennial, and Clerks is very Gen X. So I guess how do you like your workplace comedy? Do you like it more Gen X or do you and grounded, or do you like it more big and raunchy and millennial? I think I like Clerks. Clerks wins for me.
This one is very tough because I am a huge fan of Kevin Smith and the View Askewniverse, and Waiting. I feel like Waiting is a very overlooked raunchy comedy. Not many people bring it up too often, and it was hilarious. It was Justin Long and Ryan Reynolds. The cast in that one was fantastic. And I think even though like Clerks did more for the world, I'm just gonna even it out and leave it up to Chris. I think Waiting is a funnier
my
movie,
God.
so I'm gonna give the vote to Waiting. And
Why did you have to
apologies.
do that? Why'd you got to do that? You got to put me in this position.
That's when it gets interesting.
Clerks is my adult childhood. Clerks is that period of time for me, and like when I was a teen, and I like you never forget those times. But Waiting is so good too. Oh my God. Let me see here. So I'm gonna go Waiting. I enjoy it more.
All right, I would consider that an upset. These aren't like necessarily what do you call it, ranked in or seeded, but I would think that's probably an upset in the.
I like the Clerks cartoon. Look, movie Steve. I think you and several of our other buddies are way more into Clerks than I ever was. Like I think I was kind of on the edge of that.
I
I mean,
if,
love
it
it as
could
much
go
as you
either way. I love Waiting too. I think it's hilarious.
if this was Clerks 2 versus Waiting, I would probably pick Clerks 2.
I still quote Waiting. Like when we got to restaurants, like I never send food back, like ever.
No, I just watched
Dane
that.
Cook was in there. That's right.
I just watched that scene again. Oh my God. All right. Next one. Speaking of Monty from Waiting, we have
Ryan Reynolds and View Askew.
We have Van Wilder versus Mallrats. This one's easy for me. It's Mallrats all the way. This time View Askew wins because I love Mallrats. I love everything about it. It's probably my favorite View Askew movie for sure.
I
agree, Mallrats.
I don't necessarily agree that it's my favorite, but View Askew movie. But it is undeniable. Van Wilder is funny, but Mallrats for me is the classic. So Ryan Reynolds won one matchup, and now he's lost. So Mallrats moves on.
I make the joke about the whale all the time, and my kids just look at me like I'm like, what? So
Hartford, The Whale.
I try.
They only beat Vancouver once, maybe twice in a century.
All right. This next one, I'm not sure I saw this one movie, but okay. The Girl Next Door versus Sex Drive. I definitely saw The Girl Next Door. That was with, what's her name? Cuthbert. Is that right?
Alicia Cuthbert.
Sex Drive, I don't know if I saw that.
Fall Out Boy's in that movie.
What, Sex Drive?
Yeah. Doesn't Fall Out Boy play in a barn on Rumspringa?
Yeah, I think you're right.
I used to watch all those raunchy movies, and this one just doesn't ring a bell to me. I must have just missed it.
This one came later because I think it's the guy that played like Little Dwight on The Office is one of the leads in it.
Oh yeah, that was later. Okay, so I don't know, Wingman Steve, you start this one.
I have definitely seen both of these movies. Sex Drive is a very funny movie, and that is definitely AI pulled in. This is pop punk because Fall Out Boy is part of this movie. But The Girl Next Door is way too classic. I mean, Elijah Cuthbert was like the absolute epitome of the most attractive girl next door. And there's like, they just teeter on that, like nudity. And Timothy Oliphant is just a nice guy, then turn into a total D-bag. So The Girl Next Door, I think, is 100% would beat Sex Drive for me.
How come I never remember who Timothy Oliphant is?
Yeah, you do.
I don't remember him.
If you saw him, you'd be like, that guy's in 7 million different things.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like your
He
frame
was
of
also
reference.
in The Office.
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant?
Yep, he was the
his big thing is
traveling salesman, or
Yeah.
the
Oh,
salesman.
that's that guy?
Do you remember Go? Did you see Go? He's the drug dealer in Go.
No, that's right. I made a joke about Go the other day, and no one understood what I was talking about.
I think only you and me still remember that movie.
Yeah,
So.
I think they were talking about
I
a
remember
Disney
that movie.
movie, Go.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was the killer in the one Scream movie. I forgot about that.
Right. Spoilers. All right.
Justified is his big movie show now. I hadn't watched it though.
It's a girl next door. That's my choice.
Yeah, that's who I'm going with too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Although I don't think they could ever make that movie now. It's just they're like at the prom with porn stars, and yeah.
You could do whatever you want. It's 2026. AI,
Okay.
Anybody can make the movie. Sorry, young Dwight, on that one. Okay, so the next one, I'm pretty confident that I know what I'm going to pick, but It's closer than you think. So it's Idle Hands, starring Seth Green, versus Jawbreaker. And let's see, Wingman Steve. No, you just went first. How about Movie Steve? Oh, do you have to look this one up? I could tell you about both of these.
Go ahead.
Are you seriously don't know this one? Are you kidding me?
I just need a refresher.
Oh my God. I'll tell you what, Movie Steve can tell you this was one that was intertwined into my life.
Fern Meadow.
Yeah, Fern. I was a big Fern fan.
Yeah, and Marilyn Manson's in it.
He is, and that was the Rock Me Like a Hurricane scene.
That's right.
And I had this poster up all throughout college and post college too. I love this poster.
Yeah, and where did you get that poster?
Got it from you.
That's
Got
right.
it from watching you. All right, Steve. Movie Steve, what did you think about? What do you think about this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, I liked Idle Hands. I thought it was funny because I like horror comedies, but Jawbreaker is just a better movie.
Yeah,
and it's better time spent for me.
Movie Steve, it does not matter what. Or I'm sorry, Wingman Steve does not. It's It's a Steve heavy episode. It does not matter what you say, Wingman Steve, unless you want to use your veto. The answer is Jawbreaker.
I do not want to use my veto. I will let Jawbreaker take the win. I'm pretty sure I've seen that movie one time back in the day, and I don't think I've ever actually watched Idle Hands in its entirety.
I have Jawbreaker on DVD. I'll let you borrow it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You don't have the 4K?
I don't have the 4K. You know, Christmas is coming up. All right. So next one, Accepted, which I know I've seen, but I'm not placing it right now, versus everybody knows Old School. So Old School versus Accepted. I don't have to blink at this one. I don't even need anybody to look up Accepted unless I'm way off. It's Old School. Probably one of the best Apatow movies. It's Apatow, right? It's not. It's no. Phillips, right?
Todd Phillips.
Phillips, sorry. Not. I was thinking Phillips instead of Apatow, but probably one of the best Phillips movies that ever came out.
Like, it's pre-Hangover Todd Phillips, so before he became like super successful with with the Hangover series.
Oh, but I think Old School is so much better than Hangover.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
So much better. So much better. So it sounds like, well, you already put Old School in there. Is there no doubt about it?
Just preemptively getting ready, in the background.
Okay.
I'll just there is not even. I've seen Accepted. It's fine. It's funny. I would probably
Accepted?
watch it again.
That's the one with Justin Long where they make up the fake college.
Oh, yeah.
And Jonah Hill's in it. Very, very like the fattest you've ever seen Jonah Hill. Like he's he's the one that he dresses in the hot dog costume and it says, "Ask me about my wiener." Do you remember that?
No, I don't know that.
Okay.
But I mean, there's no denying Old School. It
doesn't matter.
Top 10 of all time comedy. So that's my vote.
Just a little aside. If you've ever seen, there's a kids movie that came on in the 90s called Camp Nowhere, which I had never watched. It had Christopher Lloyd in it. It has Biff from Back to the Future in it. So Aaron made me watch this like a month ago, and I was watching it, and I was like, I've seen this movie before. It is literally Accepted. Like Accepted stole their entire movie from this movie. Except instead of it being about a college, it's about a summer camp. All these kids don't want to go to like computer camp and all these other camps. So they all pull their money together and have Christopher Lloyd pretend that they're a camp counselor and they can just like screw around all summer and do nothing using their parents' money. I swear to God. And they even have a parents' weekend. And it's like the end of both of those movies is a parents' weekend. Just watch it. Camp Nowhere.
It's always a parents' weekend.
It's not in this bracket though, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. Again, this next one is a little bit closer than you think for me personally, but we'll see what you guys think. Miss Guzzi, we have Euro Trip, and that's a really good one. And the other one that it's up against is Scary Movie, the original, the iconic Scary Movie that started it all. So, man, I don't know. Euro Trip is that. That's Michelle Trachtenberg, right? And
R.I.P. Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yes, that was that movie. Was that Scotty Doesn't Know?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, that's so good. Scary Movie's good too, though. Oh, there were so many good gags in that movie. I'm going Euro Trip. I can't go against the road trip, Euro Trip type movies. They were just my thing. So Euro Trip is my choice, and whoever wants to go next.
I would have said to Euro Trip, if it would have been a month ago, I probably would have said Euro Trip, but because the new Scary Movie trailer came out, I forgot how funny the original Scary Movie was. So I kind of went back and revisited some of it, and it's definitely not appropriate for this era, but I don't care. I've laughed so hard at that movie. I think I saw it in the theater a couple times. That movie is I go Scary Movie.
Ooh, okay. So I'm the deciding vote here. So we have road trip movie versus a parody movie. And while I like both of those genres, and I also am, I mean, there's been the new scary movie is it six, seven? Which,
I think it's seven. Yeah.
okay. I don't think I've seen I have not seen every scary movie. I've probably seen one, two, and maybe three. And I really do appreciate the Wayans brothers and their comedy, but a Euro Trip is going to get the nod for me for sure. I think that's that movie is one of my favorite road trip type movies. We have Road Trip coming up later, but Euro Trip takes it 2-1.
You just made Matt Damon a very happy guy.
That's right.
Matt Damon.
He shaved his head just to do that.
He did, and justified for sure. I didn't realize he had such a good singing voice. He sounds just like Lustra.
Yeah, he's
he
very
sings.
close.
All right,
Does the guy from Lustra look like him? Like, did he make himself look like?
I hope so.
I have to see what the guy from Lustra looks like.
I don't think so, but you never know.
All right, Wingman, why don't you take this next bracket?
Okay, well, we have the Jason Biggs versus Jason Biggs matchup here. We have American Pie versus Loser. I kind of feel like American Pie might be on a fast track to far in this bracket, and I'll give it the first vote. Loser was not that funny a comedy, and I think they tried to, jump off of the Jason Biggs bandwagon, which made famous by American Pie. But there's no beating the OG here.
Wasn't Loser tied to Teenage Dirtbag?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I know that the AI. You said there's no seeding, but this is totally like a number one seed going up against like some dinky college that never did anything. Like it's absolutely that. Like even like. It's like the town that Jason Biggs' character from Loser, if they had a college basketball team and they played against Duke, that's what this is like.
Well, sometimes there are upsets. I don't see it in the cards for this, but you guys still have to vote.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's American Pie.
Make the choice. It's American Pie.
Easy. All right. Well, moving on to the next one, we have Varsity Blues versus the new guy, R.I.P. JVDB.
Oh, I didn't know he died.
Yeah, very sad. Which one? So remind me, the new guy. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but
That's
what is
DJ Qualls.
That doesn't help me.
He's in Road Trip. He's the skinny guy in
It's
Road
the movie
Trip.
he came. It was the movie he was the lead in that came out after Road Trip, where he's like basically like a nobody, and he becomes like the popular guy.
Yes, it's coming back to me. His face is coming back to me. Okay, I'm good now. I don't have to vote first though.
I mean, Varsity Blues. Come on,
Steve, agreed?
I don't want your life. Yeah, Varsity Blues.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a
Oh,
clean sweep.
by the way, I realized that James Vanderbeek died, and I didn't know that's who you referred to. I thought you said DJ Qualls died. That's why
No,
I
I
said
said
I didn't know he
R.I.P.
died.
JVBD.
I did. I'm sorry. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
JVDB. James Vander.
DJ Qualls is alive and well. So, yeah, poor James Vanderbeek. That sucks.
Rough.
All right. Well, next up we have another road trip movie, which is actually called Road Trip. I think this one is going to be a clean sweep, and it's going up against Slackers. Maybe I'm wrong. Chris 183. What do you think?
What was Slackers again?
Yeah, I don't know that either.
I feel like I should know Slackers.
Yeah, let's go to IMDb real quick.
Not to be confused with Hackers, which is a fine film.
It's the sequel
Devon
to
Sawa.
Hackers.
Oh my
It's Devin
god! Oh, it's the one with the dude from Rushmore. All right,
I've never seen this.
I've never seen it either.
It looks like I should have seen it. It seems like there's so many more of these
Jason
movies than I ever
Segel's
saw.
in it?
Apparently,
Wow.
Jason Schwartzman, Devon Sawa.
Jason Segel is second on the cast list here on IMDb. So
I don't know. I don't know any of these other people.
Hey,
that are in this.
the dean from Community's on there.
Michael McDonald.
It's it's not the Michael McDonald.
All right. So I don't know. I think it's half that I didn't see it, but also it's just not going to beat Road Trip. Tom Green, It's Sean William Scott. Like it's such a great just era movie, and right off the heels of American Pie, maybe two. Was it after two, or was it in between one and two? I can't remember.
I think it was between, but I could be wrong.
But I mean, that's no okay. It's Road Trip.
Steve, agreed?
Yeah. Yep. Road Trip.
Some of these are easier than others. I also agree. Road Trip moves on. Okay, so now we're in the female-led comedy area here. We have Bring It On versus She's the Man. That's what, Amanda Bynes? When she pretends to be a boy soccer player?
I thought it was.
But that's a remake of like an amazing 80s movie. If you've ever seen Just One of the Guys.
I thought it was Just One of the Guys for a second.
It's like the 2000s remake of Just One of the Guys.
So Amanda Bynes doesn't do the same thing with.
Well, no, because it's her and what's his face? The dude from Magic Mike. What's that dude's name?
Tatum?
Tatum,
Ryan
yeah.
Gosling.
Yeah, Tatum.
Channing
Channing Tatum is like the love interest. Like he's like they're supposed to be like bros, like playing soccer together.
Yeah, I remember. I've caught bits and pieces of both. Bring It On's the cheerleading movie, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not voting for that. So
wait a minute. You're voting against Elijah Dushku? You're kidding me right now?
I don't want to watch why would I vote for something like that?
Oh no, you guys are frozen.
It's She's the Man. I'm going with Amanda Bynes.
I'm going to go the other way. I think Bring It On is a classic movie. I enjoy it. Even if it's about cheerleading, I'm totally fine with that. I think Bring It On gets the win here.
Sorry, you guys froze for like a hot second there. Sorry.
It's all up to you, movie
Just
Steve.
in time. It's 1-1.
I mean, it's Bring It On. Elijah Dushku, like it's there, and Kirsten Dunst, they're so hot. Are you kidding me?
God.
Oh, it's
my
already
God.
been brought in.
That's right. Come on.
I gotta watch it, I guess, eventually. But all right, what's next?
Elijah Dushku is a hot cheerleader. You're no, come on now.
I get it, but I just don't want to watch. Can I
And
just
is it Kirsten Dunst? Who's the blonde?
Yeah, Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
you can see Eliza Dushku in many different places, but
not
do
as
I
a hot cheerleader.
Do I have to watch it in a movie I don't want to watch?
It's about she's like the badass cheerleader from another school that comes in and like, dude, just stop it.
It's done. It's over. I'm not vetoing it. So we can move on.
They steal the cheer from the Wildcats, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's fascinating. I love it. Keep going.
Okay. We now have She's All That. That's Freddie. What's his name?
Fingers.
Freddie Prinze Jr. versus Get Over It. Not Get Out.
What's Get Over It?
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
All right, we're gonna have to do a quick lookup, and then this one might be a runaway.
What's wrong with us here with these movies?
Get Over It.
Did we forget more than we remember?
Did you make up another Kirsten Dunst movie?
We have more Kirsten Dunst.
That's Kirsten Dunst?
Oh my God, is that Cisco?
It's Cisco.
Split Happens is the catchphrase for it.
What the what?
Yeah, that's Cisco.
Is this a Disney movie?
Colin Hanks is in this. Zoe Saldana. Mila Kunis.
Ed Begley Jr.
Martin Short, Carmen Electra, Coolio.
Vitamin C.
We might have to watch this together, I think.
Oh my God.
I think we need to live stream this.
We got to have this on the show.
When a high school senior's girlfriend breaks up with him, his friends try to make him think of something else. His friend's sister Kelly helps him with the school musical. Spending time with Kelly has a positive effect. That's a terrible description of a movie.
Oh my God. Is that Dustin Diamond?
It did look like him.
I didn't see him on the
I swear it was Dustin
cast.
Diamond.
Wow, it's weird to see Zoe Saldana so young.
I swear if it's not Dustin Diamond, I don't know who that was. All right, so what do we got? We got this movie versus what was it up against?
She's All That.
Oh, I didn't really like that one. I'm going for the upset. I'm going Get Over It. I mean, how can you beat that cast?
I'm going to go with She's All That. I've seen that movie. I love the parody portion of it from another TV
because
movie.
when you remove your glasses, it's like a different person.
She's
right?
got glasses and a ponytail.
Okay, so going by my criteria, after watching that little blip of a trailer without any sound and seeing who's in it, I want to see Get Over It. So Get Over It wins.
Boom.
All right.
Cisco wins.
Cisco moves on. All right, so we got a couple more matchups here in the bottom left half portion of this bracket. We now have 10 Things I Hate About You versus Drives Me Crazy. I don't know Drives Me Crazy. Do you guys?
No, I think
that's the one with Melissa Joan Hart.
Oh
and
yeah.
what's his Adrian Grenier.
That
Yeah, okay.
I think I definitely saw
The
that.
Britney Spears song is the title track for it.
You know how 7-Eleven has like racks of VHS tapes or like DVDs? Like I swear I saw that in there somewhere.
And then you bought it, right?
I did not. It's 10 Things. I think that's
Well,
iconic.
yeah.
It's iconic.
Look at the cast alone.
Yeah.
Agreed. 10 Things. Clean sweep. All right, so I think we're coming towards the end of the teen comedy bracket here. So we have Can't Hardly Wait versus Whatever It Takes. I know Can't Hardly Wait. I don't think I know Whatever It Takes. Again,
No, go to the
anybody?
tape. No.
I don't know whatever it takes either. It's you know, some of these movies that were just titled
Oh,
like that.
God.
It's okay. So what are we looking at here?
Oh my God, it's James Franco.
Wow, that is a young AI'd James Franco right there.
Who's the other guy?
The girl is the girl from She's All That.
Is that Paul Walker? Who's the guy?
No, that's the guy.
This guy was in that other movie.
Shane West. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
He has? What's a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff?
Wow,
Hey, Aaron Paul's in it. Julia Sweeney.
And
Julia
Colin Hanks
Sweeney?
again.
Boy, Colin Hanks is in all these bad movies.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even know he was doing this. Kip Pardue. I'm not I don't know who that is.
And the description
right.
is bad. A modern day remake of the Cyrano.
Cyrano de Bergerac.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's the guy with the nose, right?
Yes.
What
I'm gonna go with Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah.
can't hardly wait. We wasted our time. I don't know why we did that.
Just so that everyone else that's listening gets a frame of reference.
Were you gonna have an
or they're
epiphany?
yelling at the radio going, well, I know that one. How do you
There's
know
probably
that?
plenty of people that love Whatever It Takes, but you're not going to be Can't Hardly Wait here. I'm sorry.
I think the next round will be a little more interesting. All right, finishing up this bottom left portion of the bracket, we have American Pie 2 versus Down to You. Which
So
I
I saw Down to You in the theater because my girlfriend at the time made me go see it, and we almost broke up because of it.
Wow.
Because
Freddie Prinze Jr.
in the movie they like break up over something stupid, and it brought up like actual drama. Yeah,
Oh, I remember this poster from somewhere.
and what's her face is in it too. What's the girl from 10 Things I Hate About You?
Julia
I mean,
Stiles.
not her. Cruel Intentions.
Selma Blair.
Selma Blair. There she is.
Yeah,
This one is
no.
Ashton Kutcher, Rosario
Oh, Sean
Dawson.
Hannity's in it. Hey, Henry Winkler.
Yeah, there wasn't a chance in the world that I would have ever seen this movie. Like I just
There's also not a
It-
chance in the world it beats American Pie 2.
it
No.
doesn't. No.
Even though Pie 2 is not as good as Pie 1.
We don't want people to almost break up out there. So let's go American Pie 2. It keeps people together, right? That movie just
I agree.
All right, we're done with the left half of the bracket. Chris,
All right.
why don't you? I got to be honest with you. This top right portion of the bracket, there may be one to two movies that I know or have seen. So I don't know. You go through it and we'll see what we got to do.
So I think this is like the extreme sports bracket. It's like pop punk lifestyle bracket, and I might be in the same boat. Okay, let's just dive into it. So the first one is a movie called Grind versus
yeah.
Johnny Tsunami.
I looked up Grind. Grind is think like Euro trip kind of, but it's a bunch of guys on a road trip to become professional skateboarders. And it has like a bunch of people in it that are actual stars, like the dude that was on the OC, what's his name?
Yeah,
The one that's
Adam
on
Brody.
in that new show that's with Kristen
Adam
Bell.
Brody.
I don't know. I don't
Adam
know
Brody,
any.
yeah. But like
Vince Bluth.
all the Jackass guys are in it. Tom Green's in it. Yeah, Bam Margera's in it.
Yeah, you know, you're doing a good job. Tom Green really might sell it, but
It's
not
Tom
listed
Green
here.
as a DJ.
He's not listed on the entire first page here. You sure?
Yes, I saw it. Like, watched 2 clips with him in it.
Okay,
Brian Posehn's in it.
take
Yeah.
your word for it.
Yeah, but listen, Johnny Tsunami, guys. The overview is a young Hawaiian surfer, Johnny Kapahala, gets a rude awakening when his dad relocates to Vermont, a state seriously lacking in waves. To me, that's a winner. I'm going with the upset, Johnny Tsunami.
I'm going with the skate punk movie. I'm going with Grind.
Yeah, I
Skate
agree.
punk
Skate punk
jackass.
movie.
I might
You're gonna use your veto on Johnny Tsunami?
Yeah, I'm using my veto.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Johnny
Okay.
Tsunami
All right.
moves on. A movie that he's never seen.
Next one is I feel really strongly about that one. Gleaming the Cube. If Johnny Tsunami makes it out of this bracket, then I did my job. Let's put it that way. And I bet it might. Gleaming the Cube versus mid-90s.
So do you guys know either of these movies?
I do not know. I do not know.
Okay, so
either.
Gleaming the Cube is a Christian Slater skateboard drama that came out in like I think late 80s, early 90s. It has Tony Hawk, it has the entire Bones Brigade. It was like the best movie when I was 12. I would watch it all the time while I sat on my skateboard. Was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Okay.
And Christian Slater's in it. He's the
What
lead.
was the other one?
Mid-90s is the Jonah Hill directed movie about the mid-90s, about skateboard kids. It's the A24 movie. It's like a drama. They're like completely different movies.
Yeah.
I kind of like, based on what you said, I feel like I would enjoy Gleaming the Cube more than this one.
I saw this movie in the mid-90s, and I did not think it was a good movie. I have not seen Gleaming the Cube, but I'm going to give it the win.
All right.
Even though Gleaming the Cube is the name of it.
And honestly, that they tried to come up with like a cool skateboard term, which no one even knew what it meant. Even they didn't know. They were just like, "Oh, it sounds cool." And then they ran it on TV and they called it A Brother's Justice. They changed the title.
I think I know these next ones, but I don't know for sure. So Lords of Dogtown versus Blue Crush.
Lords of Dogtown is the movie about the Dogtown and Z-Boys guys, like the original Zephyr skate team, like Stacy Peralta and those guys.
With Heath Ledger, Emile Hirsch.
Yeah.
Some good actors at the top.
Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg was there. He's urethane wheels guy. That doesn't scream big part to me. So versus Blue Crush, I feel like that's a surfing
that's the
movie,
surfer
right?
movie with that hot blonde girl. What's her name?
Is that with the one with no arms? Is that her?
No.
I don't know.
Are there sharks in this movie? Kate Bosworth, Michelle Rodriguez.
No, that's Open Water you're thinking of.
There's sharks in lots of movies, Chris.
Oh, Faison Love's in this one.
Who?
Faison Love from Maid.
He's in Maid. He's in Elf.
Oh, I just never knew his name. I definitely know that face.
I don't know which guy. I feel like that would be super boring.
It's about girl surfers. That's what it is.
I don't really care about that.
Okay, I go for girl surfers over dude skateboarders. I go Blue Crush.
I'll go Dogtown.
I go Dogtown.
All right, so Lord.
Time for that veto, Steve.
I'm not gonna waste my veto.
You think I wasted my veto? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, you did, but that's okay.
Is this our when do we lose our veto? At the next round, right?
After the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so the next ones we have Airborne versus Brink.
You guys have seen Airborne, right?
I don't think so.
know.
It's
Is that the one
Kevin
with
Lang's
Seth Green?
favorite movie. It's Kevin Lang's favorite movie.
Is it Kevin Lang's favorite movie?
It's one of his favorite movies.
But he loves all these movies. I bet he would know all of these.
Okay, what's funny is the premise of Airborne is the exact same premise as Johnny Tsunami.
Is it really?
Read it.
California born and raised surfer Mitch Goosen has to spend 6 months in Ohio while learning the hard way. Love is where the heart is.
Sold.
But there's no waves.
At the end of the movie, there's an awesome downhill skater, like rollerblading race.
Oh,
Yeah.
is this the one with Seth Green? He has
Yes.
like the parted hair, the long. Yeah,
I'm
this
saying
is
there's
my,
no way you haven't seen this movie because it was on HBO like every day.
yeah, this is my pick. I don't care what the other movie is.
Yeah, I want to know what the other movie is though.
Brink.
That's what I'm saying. I've never.
With an exclamation point? Yes.
Oh, it's another Disney movie.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
sounds dumb.
Oh, and he's an inline skater. So there you go. There's the
Yeah.
there's the through
Eric
line.
Von Detten's in it. Jeffrey Blake. I don't know any of these people.
No,
Oh wait, it's Eric Von Denton.
Jake Elliott. Isn't he a kicker for the Philadelphia Eagles?
that's how he started.
Yeah, we're going. I'm going Airborne because I remember watching this movie when I was that age. It was always on.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go for Airborne based on the premise between the two, since I haven't seen either.
I remember Seth Green looked like kind of like a goof in this one, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like his name was Wiley. He was the Wiley man. And there's a montage where he tries to like put all these different clothes on and be cool. Play to right said Fred's I'm too sexy.
Yeah. How do you beat that? Okay. The next one is, and I can't see it right now, Thrashin' versus Rad. Two movies that I feel like I don't know.
I've seen both many times.
Shia LaBeouf?
No, Josh, it's Thanos himself, Josh Brolin.
Oh, Josh Brolin. Really? He's in
Yeah.
Thrashin'.
He's the
And
lead.
Thrashin's about skateboarding.
Yeah,
two
in the 80s.
two skateboarding gangs battle each other for supremacy, and a member of one gang falls in love with the sister of his rival.
That sounds
Oh,
awesome.
man.
The music's really good because it's like 80s skate punk music. It's really good.
And this one, Rad, is a BMX movie featuring
Rad is-
Lori Loughlin.
Okay, so have you guys ever listened to How Did This Get Made?
Yes.
Okay, the How Did This Get Made episode of Rad is the funniest shit ever. Even though Rad is like one of my, again, like Gleaming the Cube, one of my favorite movies from when I was a kid. I love it so much.
So
You have
which
no
one do
idea.
you vote for?
Rad, all the way.
I got to go Thrashin'. I thought that sounded better.
I think Thrashin' sounded better too.
Veto.
Okay.
There we go.
Vetoed up. Brad moves on. You guys wasting your veto in this stupid corner. My gosh.
That's your opinion.
All right, well, let's keep it moving. We're almost in a
So-
movie that I've seen.
What's with all this Dogtown? So the next one is Dogtown and Boys.
Dogtown and Z Boys. That's the documentary that Lords of Dogtown is based
Okay.
on.
That sounds better than Dogtown and Boys. It's Dogtown and Z Boys.
Yeah, it's a
I must have
documentary.
run out of room.
Yeah, it's
Dogtown
much
and
different
Boys.
movies.
That's like the actual story about them. It's Stacy Peralta is the director. He's the
Okay.
guy that's in it. He was one of the kids.
And then Endless Summer 2 is that a Richard Marx movie?
Now, Endless Summer 2 is the sequel to the original Endless Summer that's about surfers.
How did Endless Summer 2 get into this bracket, but Endless Summer 1 did not?
Because Endless Summer came out in the 60s
Oh, gosh.
I
or
don't
70s. I can't remember which.
I don't feel like I want to watch either of these movies.
Can we just not vote? Can we just have no winner?
Just I'll pick Dogtown because I don't care.
I'll pick
Dogtown's the
Endless
better
Summer
movie.
2. Okay, Dogtown moves on then. Dogtown and Z Boys. I was gonna say we'll have no winner, and then Rad just automatically moves on, but that's okay.
I like that. That works for me.
All right. Next one is Orange County versus Point Break.
I mean, how
I'm
do they
going
put
Point Break.
The two movies that like we actually know these next to each other.
What's Orange County?
Orange County's
That's
with
the one
Jack
with-
Black.
Yeah, and Colin.
Oh, that's
and
right. That's
Colin
right. That's
Hanks,
right.
Again.
Yeah, it is.
I'm voting
Yes.
for Orange County.
I'm going
No.
Point Break.
Point Break.
Yeah, Keanu.
How do you go against like the classic? Like, there's been so many retreads of the Point Break formula.
That's what
Like,
Fast and Furious is.
I mean, maybe I just like, I don't know, college comedies more than surf
I mean, Jack Black and
actions.
Orange County is hilarious, but Point Break is the better movie.
All right, I'm not vetoing there. No problem.
Okay, no vetoes. And then the last one is Out Cold versus Surf Ninjas. I don't remember Surf Ninjas, but I feel like I missed out.
I've definitely seen Surf Ninjas.
The
at
Surf
some
Ninjas
point.
was around the Ninja Turtles time. And it's like Leslie Nielsen's the bad guy.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, and look who that is.
Oh, it's
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. Oh my god, it's
Who did you say is the bad guy?
Isn't Leslie Nielsen the bad guy? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I
not
thought he
seeing
was
him.
though.
he's not.
Oh, I guess I must be thinking of a different
You
movie.
got your movies conflated.
Yeah, he's right there. Look at the poster. Click on the poster.
Yeah, is that him at the bottom?
Right
Is this
there.
him?
Yeah, that is Leslie
Yeah,
Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe IMDb just didn't want to list him in the cast.
See. Okay, so that's
Surf
what this
Ninjas.
is. What's the other one?
Out Cold.
Out Cold.
That's the one with Zach Galifianakis, where it's like a ski. They're like a bunch of skiers on a mountain, and it's like raunchy ski comedy with Zach
I
Galifianakis.
feel like that's dumb. It does have a lot of guys that I probably would think are funny.
Hey, Thomas Lennon from the States in it,
Yeah,
and Jason London.
and David Kirchner's in it too. Kirchner? I'm saying that right? Ketchner. He's
That's Todd
always
Packer.
Hey, and
yeah, Tom Packer.
Yeah,
He's also in Waiting too. I don't know. I didn't see that, so I hate to judge it without. Hey, is that the guy from the Office as well? What's
Yeah.
his name?
Yeah,
Todd
Roy.
Packer.
Roy.
Oh,
No, Roy.
Yeah.
See Roy with the mustache in the middle?
Yeah. I guess that is him.
I don't know. Star-studded, but I'm going to go with the Surf Ninjas.
I'm also going with Surf Ninjas. I've definitely seen that one.
All right.
Yeah,
Out Cold is out.
Stick around here for one sec, guys. I'm going to give my vote to my wife because this next matchup, she is way more qualified. So we're doing movies, okay? It's one movie versus the other movie, and it's going to be The Breakfast Club versus Say Anything. And she loves The Breakfast Club so much, and I don't really like it, but I'm going to give her my vote. Go ahead, just say it right in here. Which one is it?
100% Breakfast Club.
Okay, that's my vote. Now you guys can go ahead and determine who wins.
This is challenging. This
It
is
is
a
very
tough
challenging.
one.
Yeah.
Hey, so the both iconic classic movies. So I'm going to pass it over to Movie Steve because I have no idea.
Again, I sit down and I look at these. I love both of these movies. There's characters in both that are phenomenal, but the one that I want to watch more than of the other is The Breakfast Club.
Well, then it doesn't matter what I say.
No, The Breakfast Club moves on. So, congratulations, Wingman.
Which would
wife.
you have picked, though?
You know, to be honest with you, I don't think that I've seen Say Anything. I don't know if I've seen the whole movie.
Well, then you need to.
That's John Cusack
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
holding
listen.
holding the jukebox.
You're such a big fan of the starting line like that. They parodied that in the movie in the video.
I understand that.
The Best of Me. Do you understand that? 'Cause you
And
just
there's an
saw
entire
it.
band that's named the name of the movie.
That's
Say
right.
Anything. Yeah. Now I would have went the bear. I would have went the Breakfast Club, but it's close, super close.
All right. Next, we have Dude, Where's My Car versus Adventureland.
I know where Movie Steve's going, by the way.
I remember Movie Steve, refresh me on Adventureland. I've definitely seen it, but
It's the one
been
with
a while.
Kristen Stewart and again Ryan Reynolds and Bill Hader and Kristen Wiig. They work at an amusement park, and Jesse Eisenberg is the lead, and he has to go work at this amusement
Jesse
park.
Eisenberg. Okay.
And it's also stars Mrs. Movie Steve.
That's right. My wife's in it. She's an extra in it.
Oh, that's cool. I vote
Yeah.
for Dude, Where's My Car? Sorry.
I don't know.
Zohan.
I don't like Dude, Where's My Car? I don't think it's funny. I think it's dumb. I'm going
It is dumb, but
Adventureland.
it's funny.
Yeah, I go Adventureland.
It's not my type of humor. I'm sorry.
So Adventureland moves on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Adventureland it is. Chris, you want to pick up here?
Oh, I can. Yeah. Even though I can't really read Nick and Nora's
Infinite playlist.
infinite playlist that I don't know versus Garden State that I do know.
Nick and Nora's Infinite playlist. Isn't that more of like isn't that Michael Cera?
Yeah, Michael Cera and the girl from Two Broke Girls.
And it was like a cutesy
Yeah.
rom-com movie kind of thing.
correct. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Garden State's the answer then. I rom-coms are ugh.
But again, the AIs. Well, you say that Garden State's a rom com too.
I get it. I guess, but
It's
I could tolerate that. I
Garden
could
State is a
tolerate
dramatic
little.
comedy.
But what's funny is both of them are very playlist like soundtrack heavy. Like
Yes.
the AI was smart that way.
Garden State is dark though as well. I liked Garden State, but I think that was a really good movie, and that
Yeah.
gets my vote.
I agree.
When did that Infinite playlist come out? Was that the 90s or the 2000s?
2000.
Probably 2000s. Okay, because of who you said was in it. All right, so next one is Pretty in Pink versus Reality Bites. So we got a classic 90s versus what? Pretty in Pink, a classic 80s. Movie Steve.
Reality Bites is the better for me, but I do love Pretty in Pink. But I like Reality Bites more because again, it's more my era. Pretty in Pink was before me. Reality Bites is a little bit older than me, but still in my wheelhouse.
I'm gonna go Reality Bites too because of the soundtrack and the movie. Movie's okay.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorites, but neither is Pretty in Pink. Reality Bites, clean sweep.
The next one is, I think it's pretty straightforward, but Donnie Darko versus The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And remind me of what that one is, because I know I've seen it, but
That's one that takes place in Pittsburgh. It's the one with Hermione and the Flash, the guy that plays the Flash.
what's his name? Ezra something.
Ezra, yeah.
Yeah. It's the Donnie Darko for me, because I mean, and I just love Donnie Darko. I thought it was great.
What's interesting again, the AI is smart because Donnie Darko and Perks of Being a Wallflower are kind of darker movies, and they both take place in the 80s at the same era. The AI is smart.
I thought that Donnie Darko was just different than every other movie here. Perks Being a Wallflower was dark, like weird, like Donnie Darko?
No, but it's lit the same way, and it's got the same kind of themes, like teen suicide and other stuff.
All right. Well, I'm going to vote for Donnie Darko.
I mean, me too, but...
Hey, you never know. You want me to keep going here? I thought this was your bracket.
I don't know. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay. You're tired. Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Rushmore. Man, there's got to be some really hardcore Rushmore fans out there. I love that movie for sure when it came out, but I don't know how you beat Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's just too iconic. It's got to move forward. It can't lose in the first round.
I agree. This is a really hard choice for me, but Ferris Bueller will win that anytime.
I totally agree. I think Rushmore is a good movie. Was that Wes Anderson?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was. And I like a lot of Wes Anderson stuff, but I totally agree Ferris Bueller cannot be denied, especially not in the first round.
One of my favorite is Isle of the Dogs, which my son says he does not like, but he'll watch with me every time I turn it on. So Not Another Teen Movie is next up, and that is up against Easy A. And Wingman Steve, you go first this time.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about Not Another Teen Movie like 10 times on the show, and probably all because of me. That is one of my all-time favorite parody movies. Well, I guess if we're really going to get into it, we got Robin Hood Men in Tights and we got Spaceballs. But when we're parodying teen movies, that's the one. Easy A is a very good movie with Emma Stone and is Jonah Hill in that one too?
No, but Stanley Tucci plays her dad.
I forget who the male interest is, but whatever. I vote for not another teen movie.
Yeah. Go ahead, movie Steve.
Yeah, me too. Teen movie.
Yeah, I don't like Emma Stone, so Not Another Teen Movie. Plus, I really like that one too. And then the last one is Fast Times at Ridgemont High versus Almost Famous. I really don't think I liked Almost Famous a ton. I could see where people do. I just didn't enjoy it. It's not my type of movie per se. Mine is like because we talked about that here, right? We went through the whole movie. I think there were some decent parts, but for the most part, not my thing. Neither really is Fast Times. It might have just been like before my time, or I don't know, but I know there's iconic scenes and there's the girl from Gremlins in it, even though she's probably the girl from this movie versus, the girl from Gremlins. But I'm going to go Fast Times.
I'm going to go, well, I mean, there's an entire Phoenix TX song dedicated to Phoebe Cates. And there's the call out. I've been in love since the day I saw Fast Times. It's on a permanent rewind. Can you guess my favorite part? It's when she shows her boobs. I thought Almost Famous was a really good movie, so I'm going to give it my vote here. And
you guys are killing me because this is the one that was the hardest one. I kept going back and forth. But again, by my criteria, I'd rather watch Almost Famous.
All right.
But Fast Times is good. Oh, did you go for Almost Famous, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you guys suck.
Shouldn't have used your veto on
you went against Phoebe Cates?
Fucking Johnny Tsunami. You didn't even know her name. You said she was the girl from Gremlins.
I forgot for a second. I'm in the moment. I just forgot. Right. I used to watch. Here's the thing. Like that used to come on USA Up All Night, and they would cut every time at that part. But was that part cut anyway, or did they actually like do the thing?
No, they do. Yeah.
I never actually saw that movie uncut. You know that?
Dude, there's so much raunchy humor in that movie that they don't.
Cates' boob scene.
I've never seen it.
I don't want to see it. That might be one of the most famous boob scenes of all time.
I don't want to see it because I want to see it. Like in Gremlins, she wouldn't do that, and that's my movie that Phoebe Cates that I relate to. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Okay.
She wouldn't do that in Gremlins.
You like your Phoebe Cates pure and not trashy.
With
It's okay if gremlins bite on her boobs, but you don't want to see them coming out of the pool
I want to hear. I want to hear about her dad coming down, coming down the chimney
and
as
getting
Santa.
burned up.
He didn't get burned up. He just
Oh, he got
He
stuck.
slipped and broke his neck.
Yeah. So
And he died,
yeah,
but he died almost instantly. So
you're gonna worry about her taking her top off, and then that happened to her. I mean, that's not fair.
I'm not that worried. All right, we're on the second round. I'm the only one left with a veto, so let's. These hopefully these will probably get a little bit harder here. I'll kick this off. We got SLC Punk versus Empire Records. Movie Steve, what do you think?
Empire Records.
Empire. It's a
Yeah,
better movie.
As much as I love SLC Punk, I think Empire Records has to move on here. So there we go. Now, two work, well, not really, yeah, somewhat workplace comedies. We have Waiting versus Mallrats. Chris?
Damn it. Mallrats.
Yeah, I agree. Mallrats.
The pretzels. I mean, it's the pretzels.
I think it's the whole movie. But yeah, I also agree. Clean sweep Mallrats. We now have The Girl Next Door versus Jawbreaker. I'll go first here. I'm voting for The Girl Next Door.
It's Jawbreaker all day.
Jawbreaker.
Wow. Okay.
Don't you dare.
I could. I think that movie's getting bumped out in the next round anyway. Old School versus Eurotrip.
I mean, old school all the way.
I love Eurotrip. I mean, there's no shade, but it's old school.
Yeah.
I love you, man. You're crazy, but I love you.
Me scoozy, but yeah, it's old school. All right, Chris, you can pick it up here.
All right, next up, this is a mammoth matchup here.
Yeah.
American Pie versus Varsity Blues. What happens here? We all biases aside, which one is a better movie? Which one do you want to see move forward? Wingman Steve.
I would be happy to sit down and watch any of these movies on a Friday night, but if I have to pick between the two, other than the fact that like most of the cast of Varsity Blues has passed away, which is super sad, and I might want to watch it, I think overall American Pie has more staying power, so I'm voting for that one.
All right. So he goes American Pie, movie
So
Steve.
whipped cream bikini versus fucking a pie.
Yeah. I like.
Say you vote for pie fucking, please.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's what we're going for.
Say the words.
Pie fucking. Just type that in there. Don't even type American Pie.
Shannon Elizabeth. Yeah. What's the girl's name with the whipped cream bikini? Isn't it like?
Oh,
What's her name?
the one that was on Heroes. What's her name?
Yeah, she's the blonde. I forget her name, but yeah, it's American Pie. All right, this next one super easy for me, but maybe not for you. A Road Trip versus Bring It On. I will go first. The answer is Road Trip.
Yeah.
I
I'll
concur.
goes next.
Yeah.
We all agree Road Trip here.
Yeah, easy.
Anybody opposed? No, nobody. Okay.
The eyes have it.
The next thing is 10 Things I Hate About You versus Get Over It.
Didn't we vote Get Over It through on the premise?
Yeah.
Yeah,
10 things I hate about you.
I think it's got to be 10 Things I Hate About You.
10 Things, yeah. Even though I really like Get Over It. I really like that premise. And then these are going quick. The last one is Can't Hardly Wait versus American Pie 2. Are we going to be American Pie homers, or will Can't Hardly Wait move forward?
You can't have two pie movies in the same bracket, so that's why I went Can't Hardly Wait.
You know, I disagree. I think that there's something to be said about nostalgia wins for me. Like I'm purely nostalgia. You know, I'm like made of nostalgia, movie Steve. So when I've never been so happy than the day that I heard this American Pie 2 was coming out, and when I saw it, you know, it ruled that summer. So American Pie 2 is the answer for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably always going to pick a raunchy comedy over a rom-com. So Pie Fuckers 2 definitely wins here for me.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't get to see Jennifer Love Hewitt in that one. That's
I
fine.
didn't see Can't Hardly Wait until much later. You know that, like I didn't see that when that came out. I had no interest. So that's why I voted that way.
All right.
All right,
Into
go ahead.
the very strange top right, we now have Johnny Tsunami versus Gleaming the Cube. And Chris, I guess are you going to stick with your Johnny Tsunami here?
It's the top seed, Johnny Tsunami. A fish out of water, literally.
I'll go against it and go with Gleaming the Cube.
Thank
the
you.
hell?
Yes. Yes.
You guys are the worst. Like, serious. Like, did you even look at the premise of Johnny Tsunami?
I've seen Gleaming the Cube like probably 50 times.
Yeah, you're tired of it.
No, I'm
You want
not.
you need something new.
I watched it like a month ago. It still holds up.
Yeah, go watch Johnny Tsunami and then tell me.
No,
And
we're
then
gonna
tell me
watch
what
it
you
next time we
think.
come over your house. We're watching Johnny Tsunami because I'm sure it's on Disney Plus.
I'll pay for it. I'll pay $11 to rent it.
Well, you already wasted your veto. Now you're gonna waste your money.
Oh, boom. Roasted.
All right. This is still your bracket.
No, it's yours.
Wingman. And now it's mine. I think you just did the first one.
Did I?
Yes.
Okay, so we're at Lords of Dogtown versus Airborne.
Actually, it is mine. Lords of Dogtown versus Airborne. No, you did the last one. Sorry. Yeah. So Lords of Dogtown versus Airborne. I don't know. Airborne.
Yeah, I go Airborne.
I'll vote for Airborne too, based on the premise that I might remember from 30 minutes ago.
Actually, I do know. Like that was Airborne. It's definitively because
Wow,
that's
okay.
the one I remember. Okay. This next one I don't know. Rad versus Dogtown and Z Boys. This is where I go Rad because I really didn't want either of the movies to move forward between Dogtown and Endless Summer. So I'm going Rad.
Rad all the way.
Yeah, I'll move Rad along as well.
Wow. Rad made it to the next round, but freaking Johnny Tsunami didn't.
Are you
Like, you
really
guys
that
are-
mad about that?
Have you? All right. Point Break versus Surf Ninjas. I'm going Point Break.
Yeah, Point Break.
Point Break it is.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 of the 4 second rounds are complete. We're going to go in the bottom right bracket now. We have Breakfast Club versus Adventureland.
I mean, go ahead, movie Steve.
Breakfast Club. I mean,
It's a lopsided pick. It's
It is.
Breakfast Club.
All right, Breakfast Club moves on then. Garden State versus Reality Bites.
Yeah, I Reality Bites it's a better movie.
Steve?
I like Garden State.
Yeah, I also like Garden State
Man,
for sure. Garden State moves on.
I don't know about that.
The votes have it. Garden State. We now have Donnie Darko versus Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Dude. Oh my God. I don't want to go first here.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Bueller.
I know it's like, okay, so all of that and everybody quoting, but Donnie Darko is so unique though. It's such a memorable movie. You know, not that Ferris Bueller isn't, but there were other movies like it, I think. It was
I've
really
seen
good
Ferris
for what
Bueller
it was.
probably a million times. I think I've seen Donnie Darko probably 10 times, and what's funny is I own Donnie Darko, but I've seen Ferris Bueller more.
I'm going Donnie Darko.
I'm going to give it to Ferris Bueller. Bueller moves on.
I don't know. I'm not as mad about that one.
All right, last one here. We have Not Another Teen Movie versus Almost Famous. We have a comedy versus a drama. I'm going Not Another Teen Movie.
I am too. I think you guys made the wrong choice with Almost Famous. So
I mean, I'd say Almost Famous, but you guys have it.
We do. All right, so I cannot use my veto then. I ran out of time. That's okay.
Talk about wasting it.
I was mostly
You wasted
happy.
it.
I was mostly happy with what happened.
Can I have your veto?
Well, no, you can't use it now. You can't use
Then
it
give it to him, so he just
retroactively.
has it. He can just have it. Can't do anything with it.
All right, here we go. Is this the Sweet 16?
Yes.
All right. Getting down to brass tacks here, almost. Up next, this is where it gets a little bit more challenging. Empire Records versus Mallrats.
This one is challenging, very, very much so, and I don't like having to choose between these two, but I think I'm going to give the edge in my mind to Mallrats.
Movie Steve.
Empire Records.
I would watch Mallrats 10 times. No, that's not fair. I would watch Mallrats before I would watch Empire Records. It's Mallrats. You serious? A movie, Steve? Like,
I told you guys when we did that episode, it is like one of my favorite comfort movies. I watch it all the time.
It's a fantastic.
It reminds me of
fantastic
working at the movie theater. It's so good.
well, wouldn't you rather be entertained by chocolate covered pretzels?
I'm not discounting Mallrats. It's one of my favorite movies too. But Empire Records, I love.
Or the guy doing karate in the mirror?
Mr. Svenning.
Yeah, Mr. All right. Next up. And this is where I get sad. I really do.
This is rough for you.
This is look, if you guys haven't seen Jawbreaker, go watch it because, and I'm not talking to you guys, I'm talking to people out there. Like, you need to watch this before you make your decision. I know Rose McGowan's in it. I know she's polarizing, but you know, there's some good. There's definitely some good there. And it is based on an old movie too. This is not a new concept, right? I think it's based on, I forget the name of the movie it was based on. But anyway, Jawbreaker versus Old School. Old School is the answer here, but you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I do not disagree. Old School is the answer.
I'm not even going to be cute and say anything else. I'm just going to say Old School.
All right. So, time for irreverent comedies. We have American Pie or Pie Fuckers 1 versus Road Trip.
I mean, one happened and it happened and I'm sorry, one would never have happened without the other. So like if there's no American Pie, Road Trip doesn't happen. So because American Pie pretty much opened it up so that all these other movies could become a thing. So I mean, obviously American Pie is going to win that one.
You took the words out of my mouth. That's what I would have said too.
You know, when I went to see American Pie, I was still in high school, and you had to like show. I was so concerned because you potentially had to show your ID to get into the movie theater, and my friends had fake IDs, and I did not. And I think I showed my like high school ID or something to the guy who was taking the tickets, and I was so anxious. I was like, I'm gonna have to like call my parents to pick me up. Everybody else had the fake IDs; they were gonna get in. The guy like looks at my like high school ID, like laughs in my fucking face, and was like, "All right, man, go ahead." And I'll never forget that.
They don't care. They're just like going to see the movie. And you know what? Here's a story too. Like, that movie was such an event for us. So, movie Steve, you remember? We
Yes.
all went together. It was a big event, and
Yeah, it was a private screening. Remember, we saw it like I think at John's Theater or something. It was like we all got to see it at night when no one else was there but us.
and we've never laughed, like, we've laughed harder than that, but it was such it just
It's
was such a
perfect.
spectacle at the right time. We were the right age. It was something I'll never forget. So
All right, so moving on here, we have 10 Things I Hate About You versus American Pie 2. And Movie Steve had said that it shouldn't come down to American Pie 1 versus American Pie 2. I agree. 10 Things I Hate About You was funny, it was dramatic, it was real, it was all these things. There was so much in one. So I'm going to give my vote to 10 Things I Hate About You.
yeah.
I agree.
Oh my God, you guys,
You can't have two American Pies.
you can.
You can only have one. You can only have
You're gonna
one.
put a freaking romantic whatever it is. This is another rom com.
But there's drama to it too.
It has Heath Ledger in it.
But you have the sequel to probably one of the most
And it's not as
iconic
good. And it's not as
teen
good as the
comedy
first
movies
one.
of all time.
It's not
This
as
is
good as the
Julia
first.
Stiles
Arguably
crying and
just
reading
as good.
poetry.
Yes, that's better.
American Pie 1 or 2. 2 was not that far of a drop off from 1. It was still amazing. It was still within that period of time. You still had Stifler's mom. I mean, you serious? That makes that one pisses me off a lot. That is the downfall of this bracket. I want you guys to remember that right there, because that is where this bracket fails. So let's keep
It's
going.
not going to fail, Chris, because you know that you would pick American Pie 1 over American Pie 2.
I
in the
don't
next
know
rounds
that.
anyway.
I don't
Yes,
know
you
that.
would.
No,
Yes,
I
you
don't.
do.
No,
Yes,
I
Yes,
don't.
you do. So
No.
it doesn't even matter.
That is incorrect. I would have had to think about it, and I thought that's where we were going to go. So, unfortunately, you had to pick Heath Ledger and whatever the hell he was doing in that movie. So,
Okay, well, let's move to the top right.
okay, it's Gleaming the Cube versus Airborne. I'm going with Seth Green with the hair parted down the middle and Airborne and Kevin Lang. Go ahead.
I'll go with Gleaming the Cube. So
You're going to go against Kevin Lang and
Hey.
Airborne?
I kind of just want to make Chris mad, so I'm gonna just pick Gleaming the Cube.
Oh, dude, you've never even seen this.
I've never seen either
Hey,
of
you
them.
never saw Johnny Tsunami, and you wasted your veto on that.
Can I just be done? Can I leave?
You're gonna
This
hang
is
up?
ridiculous.
Then it's just up to me and Steve. What happens if it's a tie?
It just we never finish.
He's
No
gonna
one
pick
ever
Rad
knows.
the whole way.
That's right.
No. Okay. The next one's Rad versus Point Break. I'm going Point Break.
Yeah, me too.
You're finally off Rad. Okay, Point Break moves on.
Okay. I want to see this next round. You know, how you do against Point Break. Let's see. Let's
All right.
see.
Final quadrant here. We have The Breakfast Club versus Garden State.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Oh, I vote for Garden State, but it doesn't matter. Breakfast Club moves on. And Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Not Another Teen Movie. For me, this is where Ferris Bueller is finished. Not Another Teen Movie is just one of those terrible, stupid movies that is so funny to me that it will continue to get my vote.
I didn't want to go Bueller in the last round, but it's definitely better than Not Another Teen Movie.
I
Ferris
agree.
Bueller.
Ferris Bueller.
Okay.
Besides, now we have John Hughes versus John Hughes.
It's the John Hughes bracket. All right, so what are we down to? 2, 4, 6. We're down to the Elite 8. So, this is where some decisions really need to be made. We have Mallrats versus Old School. Chris.
I still okay. So, joke for joke. I know they're like different types of comedy. I gravitated to Old School more. Frank the Tank. I mean, it did things that, and first of all, like Will Ferrell, I feel like this was his. I don't know. Was his breakout movie, or did he have a breakout movie before this?
I mean, he was at Night at the Roxbury, but this was the one that like really kind of launched him.
This is where I was like, oh my God, this guy's like one of the most funny guys I've ever seen. All right, so I'm going Old School for all of those reasons, and Blue as well.
Yeah.
He's your boy.
My boy Blue. Old School is by far the superior movie of the two, and I love Kevin Smith.
I do too, but I agree that this is the time for Mallrats to meet its demise. Old School moves on to the Final Four. Let's see. What
I
we
mean,
got
I don't
here.
think we think we need to do this next one. I think we all
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, because you
10
guys
things
set it
I
up
hate
this
about
way.
you. 10
There's
things I
no
hate about you.
discussion. Yeah, nothing like ruining a discussion, right? Than putting American Pie versus 10 Things I Hate About You.
Wait, Movie Steve, was that an official vote?
No, I was joking.
Because we could just make Chris really mad if we
No,
wanted
I'm
to.
not doing that.
I
can't do
forget
that.
who it was that had a 10 Things I Hate About You banner like on the stairs of their. It might have been like in college or something that I.
Yeah,
went over
you know who it
somebody's-
was? It was Dan Cerrone because I gave it to him.
Oh my God! Did he have that up in his place?
Yeah, because he was obsessed with the not Julia Stiles, the girl who played her sister, the Alex Mack girl. He was obsessed with her.
I guess I had the Cruel Intentions thing, but okay. So
Yeah, how come Cruel Intentions wasn't on this movie?
I don't know.
On
That's a
this
great
bracket?
question. That's a great question. It should have been.
That's for next year.
All right. So American Pie.
All right, are we all in agreement? American Pie moves on.
Yes.
I mean, you couldn't in good faith pick against American Pie, right?
No.
No, I mean, if Steve voted 10 Things I Hate About You, I would have done it just to rile you up. But no, in reality,
Steve wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have done it.
in
No.
reality, American Pie is definitely.
All right, here we go. Here we go. This is all of your doing. You guys did this. It's Gleaming the Cube. Gleaming the Cube is the name of the movie versus Point Break with
But
Keanu
both of
Reeves.
these movies are very similar because they're dramas that have like cops and guns and stuff in them. One just has skateboarding, and one has surfing. So they're very similar movies.
All right.
How did we get here, guys?
But Point
So-
Break is by far the superior movie. By far.
All right. The Wingman Steve, what do you think?
I would give it to Point Break. I mean,
see.
it just by name value alone, it has to be.
It's Point Break, but you guys are done being cute. You're finally making good decisions here.
We're done being cute. It's all done.
Yeah.
All right, so last matchup in this round here is The Breakfast Club versus Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
What does your wife think?
Oh, that's a good question.
She would definitely pick The Breakfast Club, but
She's not a Ferris Bueller fan.
She is, and my daughter would pick Ferris Bueller. She loves that movie, but I would also I vote with my daughter. I would go Ferris Bueller.
Isn't Ferris Bueller? Isn't that artsy fartsy?
I don't understand.
No, that's risky business.
Is it? But I thought that. Okay, risky business. That's right. What did you pick? Ferris Bueller?
Yes.
I'll be the swing vote. Movie Steve, go ahead.
I said Breakfast Club.
Damn it. I guess I really am the swing vote.
Oh, so were you saying that you were voting the other way, or you want to wait?
I didn't vote yet.
Oh, okay. Misunderstood.
All right, so Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller, Breakfast Club. I mean,
Are you
Breakfast
voting
Club
for
had
fun, or are you voting for detention?
Breakfast Club had more going on. It had
Come on,
more.
man. John Bender, he's awesome.
The cast, I think, was maybe just a little bit better in Breakfast Club. Ferris Bueller.
Remember Charlie Sheen? Don't forget about Charlie Sheen's appearance there.
I'm gonna go Breakfast Club because of the soundtrack.
What was that? Don't You Forget About Me? That is a
Yeah.
good song.
I love that song.
All right, we're down to the final four. Chris, take us home.
That's tough.
This is really, really. This hurts. All right, so on the left side, let me just call it out. Let's just call it out what the final four are, just for people listening. So we have Old School versus American Pie on the left, and we have Point Break versus Breakfast Club on the right. All right, guys, we got to do it. It's one way or the other. We got to get down to it. Old School versus American Pie. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. To me, I have to give a very slight edge to Old School. I think that Old School just has too much great comedy and lines that you can repeat and just scenes that are unforgettable. Nothing against American Pie, but I think I give the edge to Old School. And I think
agree.
Wedding Crashers might beat them both, but go ahead.
Oh, you're crazy.
I don't think so.
Old School for me for sure. If you looked 20 years from now, Old School works with many different audiences, where American Pie seems to work more with like a younger teen kind of thing. And Old School has the better jokes, better writing, better actors, better scenarios, better setups. It's so good.
I don't know if I have much more to add other than all of that stuff you said was correct. And I think the measuring stick is that, I just not ranted about it, just talked about how American Pie, held a very special place in life for me. But if I look back now and I watch both movies side by side, I'm probably going to laugh when I watch Old School, and I probably won't laugh as much when I watch American Pie. I think I'll just remember and enjoy, but in terms of just straight up enjoyment, in terms of laughing, Old School can't be beat. Can't be beat.
Just to rephrase that, you remember how funny American Pie was when you watched it originally, but you continuously laugh at Old School. I think
that's it.
Yeah.
Wasn't it clear what I said?
I just wanted to say it another way. I wanted to say it too.
It's true. It's thinking of the dart in the neck. I mean, you can't tell me that doesn't make you laugh every single time.
And what are they? The decathlon with Will
Except that to
Ferrell
the
doing
jugular,
the
man.
gymnastics and
Oh, yeah.
all those things.
That's how you do it. That's how you debate.
My God. Okay, Steve, you do the other side.
Oh, yeah, we have Point Break versus The Breakfast Club.
Apples meet oranges.
I don't know how to do this one. I don't know how to do it. I love Point Break. I think it's so iconic.
Would you rather watch a bunch of kids sitting in detention making fun of each other, or would you rather watch a bank robbery, many bank robberies, and Gary Busey eating two chili cheese dogs?
Point Break.
Give me two. Two.
I'm doing Point Break.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Point Break moves on. I did not really see Point Break, honestly, when we started this, moving on to the absolute finals. But here we are. Again, apples meet oranges, as Movie Steve said. It's Point Break versus Old School, and I don't think this is a fair fight.
No, I don't think so either.
I think
No.
this is an easy choice, to be
Is
honest.
it a sweep?
Let's all just say who we vote for on 3, and we'll name the winner. 1, 2, 3.
Old School.
Oh,
Yeah. So Old School is the winner of the inaugural High School Never Ends movie
I called it.
bracket.
I got it.
Did you? There's no way that we could see what you're holding up on the screen.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, my final four was exactly, my final two was exactly, and my winner was exactly.
Seriously?
Yep.
What about Johnny Tsunami?
Johnny Tsunami did not make it past first round.
That's sickening.
Well, I guess you did a pretty good job overall. Thanks everybody for listening along. This was fun. I would like another one of these with random more movies.
I want to do a Halloween one.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
I don't know all the Halloween movies, but I guess
No, I mean just scary movies.
Scary movies
right.
in general.
I don't know all the scary movies.
Well, you have time.
Well, you didn't know Gleaming the Cube either.
Yeah, but that one got my vote. Or just like comedies. Comedies would be great. Mix in like comedies and classic. I don't know. This was just fun because I love movies. Even though there were a lot on here that I didn't know, I do just really enjoy the cinema, and this was cool.
So now we can do for the year 2027, instead of talking about music, let's just go through all these movies.
We're now a movie podcast.
We're a movie podcast just for 1 year, and then we'll come back to music after that.
High School
Can
Never
I
Ends
not
goes
be on the
movies.
Johnny Tsunami episode?
Can you be on it? Yes.
Can
you
I
may.
not be on it?
No, you said you wanted to be on it.
Okay, fine.
You can. I agree. I had a blast here. Like, I love talking about these things.
This would be fun with TV shows too. The problem with TV shows is that, considering that they're longer length, not everybody has seen everything, but it might be a fun thing to consider for another time.
We can make anything work, and hopefully you guys liked it too. Hopefully you were following along. I know that to date, Wingman, we've had a lot of opinions from people on the brackets we've done so far. I feel like this one's going to have a lot of opinions because people love movies and they love the movies that they love. So let us know what you think, whether it be in the Discord or other. Let us know where you would have went differently. Where would have you used your? I almost said overdrive, but it's actually veto. And what would you have had come out on top? We want to know. Steve, are you going to be sharing this bracket like you've done all the other ones?
I can. I feel like when I shared it, when I share it in the stories, I think people can access it. But when you put it in the Instagram comments, you kind of can't. But send us a DM if you want the bracket, and we'll make sure and get you the link.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, there it is, another March Madness in the books. This one is in April, so April Madness, whatever you want to call it. We had a blast. We hope you guys did too. But before we wrap it up, let's just do a I don't know where we would do a ranking it here. I think we've just ranked it, right? Do we here? Let's just look back real quick before we end the show. Think about where else was there something that you would have second guessed or done differently in the way that this went? Now, in hindsight, the way that you see the bracket kind of unfolded, would you have made a different decision, or do you feel confident that you made all the decisions the right way?
I would say there was nothing that I would have been able to do to influence the bracket in any way differently, but I certainly would have picked a few different things had it just been me filling it out myself.
If you were compelled to use your veto, if you had to, where do you think you would have used it?
I would have kept Not Another Teen Movie in the first or the second round, probably.
But I thought it was there.
Well, I didn't need to use it.
Okay. So there was nothing else you felt shouldn't have moved forward?
No, I mean nothing that so the reason why I didn't use my veto is because when I'm very strategic about my vetoes. I feel like if you guys are so against, or not just you guys, if anybody that we are playing the game with is so against something and I veto it, but then I feel like there's no chance that my veto will move on to the next round, then it's not worth using it. If it's a close call, but my choice loses and I veto and there's like a chance it could move on, that's when I would jump and use it. So I'm okay that I didn't use it. I may have also, if you guys voted Van Wilder or Waiting over Mallrats, that would be another place where I potentially would have used it. But again, I just didn't need to use it.
Movie Steve, were you taken aback by any of these choices?
I'm just mad that Rad ran into Point Break, because Rad would have went all the way, but Point Break is an unstoppable force. You cannot beat it.
You think so?
That's the disappointment there.
It seemed like
it's the only outlier. If you look at every other movie on here, it's the only movie that's like it. There's no other movies that are like it.
But I'm surprised you went against Mallrats. I really am.
Dude.
Where you did.
I'm telling you.
He's been pretty consistent. He was on our Empire Records episode and said like that's his favorite movie ever. So I guess.
Okay. All right. What do I know? I wouldn't have changed anything other than the obvious. Well, actually, I would have changed a lot of things. I disagree with a lot of the stuff.
So you're going to just have like an entire American Pie bracket?
Yeah, it would have been American Pie 1 versus American Pie 2 versus American Wedding versus what's the next one?
The Naked Mile.
What are you talking about? That wasn't in there. You can't listen. American Pie 1 versus 2, there would have been some debate.
All right, give me your case. Well, do it. Okay, we're there. Plead your case.
Well, I think that you can plead the case that American Pie 2 gave you more of what you really loved from 1. It wasn't that long after, so I think the magic was still there in terms of people that loved 1, loved 2 in the same way. It gave you a little bit more of a cartoony Stifler character, but I think it wasn't over the top enough like it had been like in the third and fourth movies where it became annoying. So for me, it was like I wanted more American Pie. Listen, when American Pie 1 came out, we watched it in the theater. I may have watched it again. When it came out on DVD, I probably watched it a million times. All we did was quote that movie. It was like it was part of our lives. 2 come out, like we just went through the roof. So, and I was happy with it. There was just another scenario with the same gang, with the same hijinks. To me, it's like, what more could you have asked for? So I feel like it's on a similar playing field. Yeah, it doesn't have the same, it's not the same like new thing that 1 was, but it was more of what I really wanted. And that's okay. So I don't know which way I would have went. Probably 1 over 2, but I don't know. It would have been worth a discussion. Why do you guys think it was that big of a disparity?
Well, between 1 and 2?
Yeah, I mean, do you think it's like unheard of to think that maybe 2 would have been picked over 1 for reasons?
Yes, I do think it's unheard of that 1 would have been.
Why? Yeah, why?
Why? Because 1 was like, I almost still sounds so stupid to say it this way, but it was kind of revolutionary because it brought back the teen sex comedy, which was dead, like dead. And the second one, it's like whenever you're writing a sequel, you almost have to it's like the same jokes in a new place. So it's like there wasn't really much changing. But the one thing they did keep that I did like that all the American Pie movies seem to have it has that little bit of heart to it. So there's still things that like they're best friends, and that's a thing, and like the relationship thing. So it's not just like about a bunch of dudes that are like just trying to get laid, which it is, but there's a little bit of more heart to it. So I guess that's true. But 10 Things I Hate About You is still better. Sorry.
Oof.
There are very few 2s that are better than the 1s. I mean, Short Circuit is the obvious choice. But
There it is.
Los Locos kick your ass. Los Locos kick your face. Los Locos kick your balls into outer space.
I
said
never
it.
saw that. I
He
never
said
saw
it.
either one.
No,
You
Short
never
Circuit
saw
2,
it?
great.
No,
Oh, it's great.
I haven't seen it. It's on this list.
Gremlins 2 also potentially.
I don't think that's true.
No.
Yeah, it's possible.
Better than 1?
Maybe, yeah.
Is this because of the Key and Peele sketch?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's just they're in New York and everything has gotten a little crazier.
Yeah, it's cartoony. It doesn't have the
Spider
magic
Gremlin?
of 1. Yeah, there's nothing is good. Doesn't have the Santa Claus dad.
I would just love to see, like, if we replace the top right bracket, the extreme sports bracket, with like more like comedies, like put in a bunch of like Mel Brooks shit, throw in like Forgetting Sarah Marshall type stuff. Like I would be curious to see how it works out.
They're like knocked up 4-year-old virgins, like the Apatow bracket.
Apatow stuff, the Brooks,
Super
Mel
bad.
Brooks. Yeah,
But this wasn't a comedy bracket. Like it wasn't supposed to be that. It was tied to in the spirit of pop punk
Right.
is what the
I get
the
it.
prompt was.
I'm just saying I now have all these fun comedies swirling around my head.
Okay, well let's do it again sometime. We had a good time.
We did.
We got good things have to come to an end, but that doesn't mean we can't bring them back at some point in time later. So
Absolutely. Thank you, Movie Steve, for playing along.
Thanks, guys. This was awesome, as always.
absolutely. And hey, if you guys think it was awesome out there, let us know. Check out our socials, Facebook, Instagram, also our Discord channel. Talk to us, have a conversation. If you're not included, you should be. We can talk about this bracket. We can talk about music. We can talk about movies, whatever it is tied to pop punk and anything cool. We are in there to chat with you. You can get to all these things via our hub. That's www.hsnepod.com. And oh, by the way, that also will get you to our shop where you can buy some cool stuff like a High School Never Ends branded hat, shirt, or even a mug.
And help support the show. If you want some bonus content, we just did an album deep dive on Newfound Glory's Listen Up. Only place to see that, to hear that, is our Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/HSNEpod. And again, if you liked our episode, give us a 5-star rating wherever you're listening. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can write a review. You can write comments. All that stuff helps us move up in the pop punk dad algorithm, if you will. We're going to be back next week. We have an all new concept for the remainder of April. Until then, keep on rocking your dad bods, throw up your rock hands, and less pop punk.
It's Dragon Wagon.